Berlin didn't become powerful by accident. It was designed, measured, disciplined. Every street told people where to walk. Every building showed them who was in charge. Order made Berlin powerful, so they thought. Berlin in the 1800s was a city in motion. By the start of the century, Berlin was no longer a quiet Prussian capital. It was growing fast, shaped by war, industry, and ambition. By the mid-1800s, its population had passed 400,000, and by the century's end, it was well over 1 million. Smoke, stone, and steel were beginning to define its skyline. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life, allowing us to shift perspective, change camera angles, and move through the same scenes in ways their original artists never could. But first, I want to talk about the heart of political Berlin. This view shows Unter den Linden. By the early 1800s, Unter den Linden was Berlin's grand ceremonial boulevard. This view shows a wide avenue lined with linden trees. In the foreground, carriages roll over packed dirt roads. In the midground, officers in Prussian uniforms walk past cafes and bookshops. In the background, monumental buildings frame the street. You can hear hooves striking the ground and the low hum of conversation. Vendors sell newspapers and roasted chestnuts, but order is strict. Police patrol constantly. Political tension simmers beneath the surface. This street mattered because it represented Prussian power and culture. Later in the century, it would be rebuilt and expanded. Today, remarkably, Unter den Linden still serves as Berlin's ceremonial spine. This view shows the Brandenburg Gate standing tall at the western edge of the city. By the early 1800s, it had already become a symbol of authority. Napoleon marched through it in 1806 after defeating Prussia. Camera moves past massive stone columns. Soldiers stand watch. Citizens pass quietly beneath the quadriga above. The air feels heavy with control. The gate mattered because it marked power and humiliation alike. Later, it would witness revolutions, divisions, and reunifications. Today, it remains one of Berlin's most powerful symbols. By the mid-1800s, this view shows the Berlin Royal Palace, home to the Prussian kings. Its massive facade dominates the riverbank. Guards line the entrance. Flags hang still in the air. Inside, courtiers move through vast halls. Outside, ordinary citizens gather, hoping to glimpse royalty. Yet resentment grows, class divisions are sharp. Palace mattered as the center of monarchy. In 1848, crowds would gather nearby demanding reform. Later, the palace would be damaged, demolished, and rebuilt in different forms. Today, its presence has returned, though its meaning has changed. This view shows Alexanderplatz. By the 1800s, Alexanderplatz was a busy commercial hub. This view shows carts unloading goods. Markets fill the square, workers shout prices. The smell of fish, bread, and coal fills the air. Crowds press tightly together. Theft is common. Policing struggles to keep up. The square matters because it connects trade routes and neighborhoods. Later, Alexanderplatz would be radically transformed. Today, it remains one of Berlin's busiest spaces, though its appearance is very different. This view shows the Spree River cutting through Berlin. By the mid-19th century, it was lined with warehouses and workshops. Barges drift slowly past factories. The water smells of waste and industry. Workers load coal and timber. Flooding is a constant threat. Disease spreads easily along the riverbanks. The Spree mattered because it powered Berlin's economy. Later embankments and canals reshaped it. Today, the river still defines the city's layout. This view shows a factory district. In the 1800s, Berlin was becoming an industrial city. This view shows smoking chimneys and brick factories. In the foreground, laborers stream in and out. In the background, rows of worker housing stretch into the distance. The machines clatter, steam hisses, the air is thick with soot. Long hours and low pay create anger and exhaustion. These factories mattered because they transformed Berlin into a modern city. Later labor reforms would slowly change conditions. Today, many factory buildings survive in new roles. This view shows a worker's tenement. This view shows cramped housing blocks known as Mietskasernen. By the late 1800s, thousands lived in these buildings. Narrow courtyards block light and air. The children play among laundry lines. The smell of cooking, waste, and damp stone fills the space. Disease spreads quickly. Fire is a constant danger. These homes mattered because they reveal the human cost of growth. Later reforms improved housing laws. Today, some of these buildings still stand, renovated but recognizable. This view shows a military parade. By the 1800s, Berlin was deeply militarized. This view shows troops marching through city streets. Drums echo. Citizens watch in silence or quiet pride. Military power defined Prussia's identity, yet fear lingered. Conscription affected nearly every family. This culture mattered because it shaped Germany's future. Later, these same streets would see very different parades. Today, only monuments remain. This view shows the 1848 revolution. This view shows barricades rising in the streets. By 1848, political unrest had exploded across Europe. In Berlin, citizens demanded a constitution. Gunfire cracks, smoke fills the air, bodies lie in the streets. King Frederick William IV eventually addresses the crowds. This moment mattered because it challenged absolute power. Though reforms were limited, the idea of change took hold. Today, plaques mark these sites of resistance. This final view shows Berlin after sunset. Gas lamps flicker to life, streets grow quieter, footsteps echo between buildings. The city feels tense and alive. Berlin in the 1800s was a place of ambition, struggle, and transformation. Through AI reconstruction, these moments feel closer, more human, and more real. If there's another city, moment, or scene you'd like to explore this way, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much.